Hey there, my crazy cats. How you doing? Come on in. Yeah, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and my North Noders. Please come on in, get comfy, grab something to drink, grab a Scooby snack, whatever. Yeah, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. All right, so yeah, we're going to start off the reading here. I've already called in everyone's angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the higher galax, and your ascended masters. Show me what I need to see. Yeah. First one out. Didn't take long. Endurance. Rock. Somebody. It's like a tree growing out of a rock. Yeah. Number 20. 2 10s for those who care. Endurance. Leo. Yeah. My proud cats. Something is about endurance. Going through it no matter what, right? I really like that card. Oops. Silence and snow, number 34. Kind of like the death card energy. The whole planet's under that energy somehow, but this is obviously talking about you or someone that you know. Don't forget to flip-flop your energies and your genders each and every time you feel fit, right? Just don't force it. One more. One more, please. Thank you. All right, first one out, we got rest and completion. Number 4. 4s are about foundations, right? The 4 corners. Something about that puzzle piece always sticks out to me. I really like this card, but maybe you're looking for spiritual enlightenment. Usually when people look west, they look, it's completion. It's spiritual enlightenment, like east is beginnings, west is, right? Could be that kind of thing for the newer watchers out there that are new with this stuff, right? Movement and speed came out, number 42. This is going to be your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Something's moving fast, right? Somebody could be a runner. Yeah, you like to jog. But actually, it's yeah, there's a lot of movement, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Okay. And then the water, which is creation, number 29. What a cool card. Yeah, creation, water. That's like emotional, listening to your emotions and healing, right? Hi, everybody. Hi, Evelyn. Welcome. Yeah, so we're going to get a little bit more of the vibe here. So I have endurance and rock. I have silence and snow, completion and west, movement and speed, creation and water. Okay, mask. Somebody's wearing a mask. And with the rock endurance card right over this, I feel like you know it. Or most of you do. I don't know. Are you wearing the mask? Sometimes, maybe even. I don't know. We're going to have to find out because I'm getting kind of a lot with that. I got flying monkeys. Oh my. Flying monkeys is a psychological term for people that are actually used in a narcissistic environment as the ones that go out and do like the devil deeds, the manipulating, the mind games, the narcissistic energies. Yeah. And I have silence and snow right over it. I definitely feel like the death card energy. We're under that anyway in the planet, but I feel like some of you are dealing or literally grieving or something. All right, sorry to say. My condolences if you are. Show me. Thank you. Thank you. Fake flexing. Mask. Fake flexing. This is crowning you for a few weeks. Somebody's got quite the ego. Yeah. Comfort. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Comfort. You, them, all of you. Things are happening fast, however. All right. One more of these and we can move on to my tarot. All right, one on the bottom. Whoops, and that, I don't know. I really don't normally take it. Okay, mountains. Something about the mountains. Hi, I am. Hi, Nizar. Hi, everybody. I live in New England, actually. I just have a fascination with the UK and Europe and all of it. All right, so anywho, mountains came out, and there could be mountains to climb. It could be that somebody's from the mountain regions. You can place it wherever and however. Okie dokie. I'm going to use my Herb Crafters Tarot deck this week to start out with. And we're going to find out here. Show me what I need to see, Spirit. Mask and endurance. Somebody's like a rock, solid. Ace of Air reversed. Mask, yeah, somebody's a big fat liar. They don't want to see the truth, right? They're denying it, refusing it, whatever. They're wearing a mask. And I feel like, on the other hand, somebody's enduring a lot of shit, actually, is what I'm feeling. All right, 5 of Air. Flying monkeys. Okay, now we just went through that term, right? So these are all the little fucking flying monkeys, right? And they can't attack anymore. Or they're not, they can't, for some reason, it's not allowed, it's not accepted. Something about a death, something about silence and rebirth, maybe grieving. Literally, I keep getting it. Yeah, 5s are about change, and they don't mesh well, usually. 5s are very, but ultimately they're about change, as hard as that may be. Okay, show me, I need a bunch of cards. Hi, everybody, popping in and out. It's good to see yous. Yeah, so I did want to mention, aside from, my pulling these cards, I'll take many more. There are scammers about. If anybody contacts you saying that they're me, asking for donations, money, your personal information, no offense, but I don't give a shit about your personal information. This is as personal as I get, right? But know that it's a scam. Block them, delete them, whatever you need to do, report them, right? I will never contact you. If you're interested in a reading, I ask you to contact me, right? And you can get my information on my page, right? I have my email in like 2 different locations, I believe, under posts and wherever. But yeah, and then we can chit chat. And if you decide to have a personal reading, I can do it live via Zoom or Skype or Facebook Messenger or whatever's easier for you. I accept PayPal and Venmo on the side. So anywho, back to the reading. I got Karandara of Air, and Karandaras are warriors. They've been through it, right? This is rosemary that's being represented. And so is white sage, by the way, with that cruelty and brutality. Yeah, you got to sage out these energies, right? These flying monkeys. Yeah. Well, the Karandara of Air has something to say about it. Fake flexing. Yeah, this could be aggression or something. It's almost like the attack mode. They can't attack, but they're being aggressive. Verbally, maybe. On the other hand, somebody might have to stand up for themselves and take action, but there's fake flexing that is being highlighted here, and something about the West and completion. And I really like that puzzle piece. Yeah, something, I feel like some of you might be putting the pieces of the puzzle together and figuring it out and seeing it for your own eyes or something like that. Whosever's story this is, right? 6 of water down, 2 of earth down. Yeah, people don't want to go back to the past. It's all about comfort. There's bad memories there, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. This is what we need to work on, even though we don't want to, right? Things are happening fast. Things are happening fast. It's all about somebody's comfort. Maybe they're comfortable in the dark, and that ain't a good place to be comfortable, right? They might need a little kick in the ass. Sorry, spirit just it cracks me up. The way they come through. Two of earth down. Yeah, mountains to climb, stopping the back and forth, right? The juggling, you know? Mountains to climb, creation water. Somebody needs to create their own healing, right? Something about the mountains. And could be out west. Maybe the mountains out west. Okay, Sedona is a very spiritual, cool place to visit, I hear. Um, all kinds of like hippie, um, spiritually connected, mystic, like all kinds of people, you know? And I guess it's on ley lines or something. I don't know if it's Sedona or I think it's Sedona that I'm thinking of. And yeah, it's a it's a spiritual retreat, you know? So maybe it's something about that. I don't know. Show me, I need a bunch of cards, please. Thank you. Okay. Madre of Earth down. Yeah. Somebody could be missing their children or child, right? Not managing money very well on the other hand. This could be like, you know, abandonment issues or codependency issues, but they're lying. They're not. I think they're lying to themselves. They're wearing a mask. They're lying to themselves. All right, I'm going to stick with that. Madre of fire down. Okay, madres are mothers. Mothers are queens in this deck. So we got two queens reversed right next to each other. Wheel of Fortune, dead center in the reading reversed. Adelaide of fire reversed. Six of earth. Ton of fire reversed. Yeah, there's no action here. They don't feel like they have any drive. There's flying monkeys around. I feel like no, I feel like they're trying. It's almost like they're. I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like they're all these flying monkeys are kind of like coming into somebody's space, trying to disrupt stuff, but can't really, you know. And somebody just feels weak and maybe powerless. They have like no drive. They, you know, if you look at this queen here in her domain. She's working on a storm, very domestic, and you know, this is not working on things, right? Having hard karma, having a hard time. The tables have turned. You know, somebody's fake flexing out of this. Maybe needs to be a little strong in their words, you know, to get it, you know, kick somebody in the ass about it. Adelita of fire, they don't have any drive. See, it's like validating it again. It's all about comfort. Yeah. Somebody's not comfortable in the dark, and somebody is, and it's not healthy, is what I'm picking up. You know, then I have six of earth here. These are like small gifts given and received or messages. It's like the intent going back and forth, maybe. You know, mountains right there, not putting the energies or not dealing with it anymore, you know, and healing. Listening to your intuition, taking salt baths, right? Himalayan salt baths, or you know, getting off those energy, like the negative, you know, get it away from you. Ton of fire down. Oops, wait. Yeah, ton of fire down. Come free is being highlighted. Yeah, dealing with the past of things that were over that are still lingering or still looming, right? I feel like all these fire cards are down, like the fire's out, or maybe somebody has really, they're not themselves. They need to heal, however that is. And I feel it, with the silence and snow card, I'm feeling there could be a lot of silence and you know, whatnot at home, possibly, if this is your life partner that we're talking about, or whatever, right? Two of Cups, yeah, your life partner. Thank you. Your soul, that union of two, or possibly a reunion for some of you. Look how beautiful that is. That's a nice card. This, you care about this person a lot, but you don't want these flying monkeys attacking. They don't need to be attacking this person just because they're down. These flying monkeys need to fucking fly off. Get out of here. But if you put your situations in those situations, then what do you expect? So there's that as well. 10 of Earth down. We got a lot of tens on the table. A lot of endings. Yeah, there's no stability. And I feel like the dynamic at home is off. Like the whole dynamic. Somebody's fake flexing, right? Somebody's fake flexing the bad karma, the bad times. Something was divinely timed, however, but it's still looming, like I was saying over there. And it's caused this, like, it's about change. People don't want to change. It's like waking up one day and saying, I'm sick of feeling sad. I want to have a good day. And that's it. You stop. And it's pro-choice, right? It's your choice. Wake up. I'm going to have a good day. And that's that, period. And you do. That's how it is. Ace of Water, yeah. This is like, I almost, I feel like some of you are falling out of love. I got it right away. I hate to say it. I'm sorry to say. Others of you, there's just no love here kind of thing. Maybe it's this collaboration of people wearing masks, flying monkey type people, right? But it's all about filling your own cup, making yourself happy, right? Healing, doing the work, right? Kicking somebody in the ass to heal, Yeah. You're tired of the drama, tired of the saga. It's like it's not emotionally fulfilling anymore, right? Walking away and healing from all of this and not dealing with it. That's what this is all about. Somebody's trying, it could be about a marriage, right? Because we have the Hierophant or the Hierophant or however you pronounce, but it could be about a teacher, right? But somebody's wearing masks trying to make it look like it's good. It's not good. You know it isn't. You see it. These flying monkeys, they need to shut the fuck up. I have zero tolerance for narcissistic, flying monkey, psychopathic, sociopathic, whack jobs of any kind, whether they're friend or foe. I cannot. I'm an abuse survivor. I cannot deal with it anymore. And it was right in front of my eyes the whole time. I never saw it, until my mask came off. And I was like, oh my God, it's real, Mind control and all that shit is real, people. Manipulation, gaslighting, spiritual warfare, it's real. I am living, breathing, walking proof of it. I'm tired. And I don't appreciate it either, what I've been through. I don't appreciate it one iota. I'll tell you that. Somebody took charge. This is very entrepreneurial kind of energy. Somebody may be self-employed, but it's like taking charge. It's taking action of all the lies, all of the confusion, all of the things that are behind the mask, right? Taking charge of it kicking ass and taking names, right? We got to kick that person a little bit in the ass to get them to heal, right? Oh, excuse me. So I don't know where that came from. Page of Pentacles down. Well, I do because I have my incense right here. But Page of Pentacles down. Flying monkeys. Yeah, you're tired of it. It's like black magic. That's what flying monkeys do. That's their job, right? It's like the devil. He has a job. You know, these are energies and people. It's real. You know, it's just crazy, and yet there's silence there. So it maybe some of those flying monkeys are even noticing and kind of waking up. I don't know. Some of you. Anywho, Corandora of Air with Nine of Swords down. Yeah. Feeling a hell of a lot better after speaking your mind about this mask, fake flexing, egotistical kind of energy. Male or female, I don't care. Right? Putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and it's about completion. Completion to me is like the world when things are all tied up. I mean, yeah, it's all coming to a head. It's like final closure, and you can move on to another chapter, kind of thing. Yeah. Now I have 3 of Cups, 6 of Water down. Yeah. Well, there's definitely, well, more than likely 3 people that are in particular with this collaboration of the bad memories. But I also feel like this is a gathering. It's like a party type mode, like a celebratory mode of bad memories. And then I have comfort right over it and speed and kicking that ass. It's sticking with me now that I said it. So, so I need a bunch of cards here, Spirit, please. Yeah, somebody's trying to teach somebody, somebody's trying to like shine a light maybe. And I feel like, you know, you've been through a lot, you're very, you know, the endurance of it all, things are very unjustified. I'm sorry, it came out, you know, the scales are not balanced. Whatever that is to you, very unjustified, but not dealing with the energies. Yeah, the mountains to climb, right, is the healing, the unjustification of it. Like it's not fair for this person to go through it. No, it's probably not for whatever reason, but they need to heal from it. And there's something not fair in every single one of our lives. So it's not like they're like the only one. I don't know. I'm feeling like a very woe-is me, weak energy. Like they need to. What's that? Who said that? Um, Elizabeth Taylor. You know, get up, put your lipstick on, and pour yourself a drink. You know, and if you're a man, forget the lipstick, but maybe shave and pour yourself a drink, and you just do, you know? Ace of Pentacles, Mask, Endurance, Rock, Madre of Earth down, yeah. There's an opportunity here somebody took or offered. This King of Wands offered an opportunity or came into an opportunity, maybe a new start, something tangible. I need a bunch of cards, please. It's funny, I ask and they give me literally a bunch. So I have the Star down, Queen of Swords, 7 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. Yeah, very woe-is me energy. I was just feeling the Star down is very weak, very, very, very unhealed, very hurt, very broken. We need to send these people, this person, some light and love. They're having a hard time. Send them light and love. It's sad. I feel very, you know, I'm sending my energy to these people, whoever they are right now, as I'm thinking about it. So we had the Corandora of Air where I was talking about where it could have been, you know, like the warrior type vibe, trying to be, it is about aggression, but or attack mode, but it's also about speaking your mind to the truth. Very boom, like a Queen of Swords energy to boot it, about this Wheel of Fortune now. Yeah, this is my bitch card right there, right there. Queen of Swords. That's my bitch card. Off with their heads, you know? This person more than likely is intelligent, and should they be pushed, boom, they're going to speak their mind as hard as it sounds. Okay? It's about completion, right? This energy is toxic AF, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. This group of three, whatever that is, that's in comfort, they're probably on the same bar stools day after year, and their life is never going anywhere kind of energy, but it's also a very sneaky energy, a very conniving energy. Gaslighting, head games, jealousy. Yeah, very low vibing. South node. There's mountains to climb, man. There's mountains. Something. I don't feel like you feel like it's fair for you, and it probably isn't. So I feel for you. Show me what I need to see. I need a bunch. And we can move on. Okay. Medicine wheel again, same thing as the Wheel of Fortune. Ding, 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 ding. Except that one's up. It's turning in your favor. I like it. Temperance down. Very unhealed, very weak. Yeah. The Hermit, 2 more. 8 of Cups, 1 more. The Sun. Yes. Page of Cups down. They refuse to reflect, or they that's what this is about. They need to reflect, right? They need to see. They can be very blocked. I feel very like, I need to push that away because I don't like that low vibing. It drains you, right? It's like a psychic, vampirish draining, right? Yeah. All right. So things are changing. It's about change. This mask is right over it, and endurance, 10 of fire down. People are dealing with it. Staying in, they need to let it go. A 10 of fire down. They need to let it go, right? It's already done, and I feel like it's been done for a long time, whatever that is. This is about change. This is about, could be good luck, turning the wheels turning in your favor, Leo, right? Taking the opportunity, taking charge. Okay, very karmatic. Something is very divinely timed. I knew I felt it in this one, and here it shows it, The slippery elm. It's just another 10 as well, now that I think of it. Yeah, 2 of water, temperance down. Yeah. Wow, you really care how unhealed. This could be reckless energies, however. Restless, reckless, very impatient, like they're in traffic. Move! What the fuck? Beep, beep, beep. Kind of thing. It's like, whew, slow your roll, right? Slow your roll. Get grounded. This person needs to heal. They need to slow their roll, right? Somebody's trying to light the light. The whole family dynamic is off because of this. Somebody's fake flexing it. This person is a teacher or a leader. This is the wise guide who's done the healing or whatever, right? Queen of Swords right over it. Bam. It's the truth. Sorry, it sucks. All right. Not dealing with it, right? Don't want to deal with it. You hate it. It's about people's comfort, It's a very sneaky kind of life-sucking energy, right? And then we have the Sun, which is perfect to end it. You don't want to deal with the exposure of it. People don't. But however, You can't survive without the sun, right? Life in general, everything, right? It brings everything. This is comfort. This is, when you're in that moment and you don't really need anything and you're just really digging it, that's the sun. That's the energy. You're like, yeah, this is cool. This ain't so bad. I got everything I need. It's almost emperor, empress. You're like, I can dig it, right? Yeah, getting away from the saga. The illumination of it all is hard, but that's what this is all about. Okay. Pretty deep. Deep stuff. There is hope. There is, even though that star is down, there is hope. It's kicking their ass right into gear. Let it out. I mean, if they have to cry so loud and so hard that it echoes in the forest, then so be it. They want to punch a pillow or, kick a pile of leaves, whatever. Get it fucking out. It's not healthy to not show emotion. We're taught in society to not, and it's extremely unhealthy. Show me. I don't know the name of this deck, but this is what it looks like. Whoops. All right, I guess that's the card, at least the one on the bottom. If anybody wants to look it up, I got amethyst right on, representing spiritual growth, intuition, and sobriety. The amethyst reminds us to stay sober and to tap into our intuition to grow spiritually. Yeah, I just learned recently, literally, that in like AA meetings, they tell people to carry amethyst because it helps you with the alcohol thing. It like block or something. That's a fact. I thought that was pretty cool. And here it says it's for sobriety. So, they must have been right. I like it. That's a beautiful card. I want to see it again. I don't know if I left it up long enough. That's a really cool card. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple others. I have another new deck here. It's called the Forest Elf Oracle. See what comes out in this deck. This is for my Leos, my crazy cats out there, right? My crazy cats. Oops, okay. I got 3 of them. I'm not taking it. It's just too many here. Hold on. Show me. I guess it's that one, right? The fluttering wings, embracing freedom and the joy of exploration. Yeah, that happens when you're healed. When you spread those wings. That's a cool card. Embracing it as well, right? All right, so I'm going to give you an eternal crystal here. And don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Show me. Yeah. Selenite, peace. Number 37, your crown chakra. Very cool. I love the trivia on these. So check it out. Try to meditate or quiet your mind to raise your consciousness and to create peace in your life. Create a safe and quiet space in your own home where you can go and clear your mind from any external pressure and relax. Remember also that you can quiet your mind anywhere, whether it's at work, school, on a bus, plane, or even in a busy restaurant. All you need to do is take the time to consciously slow down your thoughts for a few moments. Let the world carry on around you and focus only on yourself and your breathing for a few moments. As you breathe, affirm to yourself and the universe that peace and serenity surround you today. Feel yourself attracting only positive light energy. See and feel all negativity disappearing from your energy field. When your mind is peaceful and clear, you can look clearly at situations in life. You can connect with your higher wisdom and gain insights that can help you on your path. Selenite is associated with your crown chakra. Yeah, it's about slowing your roll, being present, staying grounded, and that's when you listen for messages, right? I'm going to give you a rune. I'm going to close this out. That's what it looks like on the back, and it's called the Quiet House. A leaf breaks from its branch above and falls down gently before your path. Sometimes it's not what we need for ourselves, but how we can tend lovingly to another's home and hearth. Meditate on the Three of Cups tarot card and offer a hand to a friend in need. It's pretty deep. You want to snapshot that? You can. That's pretty deep. What a way to round it up for an ending. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And please just be a good human. Those are your messages. I'll see you in a couple weeks. I wish all of you